I'm Gayna and I sold my business Quicksilver in 2019. It was an IT software business and the sale was put together and assisted by Initium. The journey was exactly what it was, because I'd wanted to sell the business for many years but wasn't sure how to go about that. And I suppose a bit nerve-wracking at first. I'd been told by so many people that, the amount of time it takes is very difficult when you're running a business. You're full-time and you've got, that to do as well. But I was helped through it, and the breath of relief at the end of the sale, and then that transition into retirement, because that's what I did. I did work for a short while afterwards, but then went into retirement. It's a complete change of life, and as you say, it's a journey. People asked me the day after I'd sold the business, so what's it like then? But of course you don't know, because you don't know where you are really. It's just such a momentous event. And I think that even now, 4 years later, I'm still getting used to the fact that, wow, that was a really fantastic part of my life. The Initium understanding of my business was a tremendous help, because my advisor spent time to really get into the business. So they were able to put together documentation which fully supported what we did, and basically the positives about my business. The financial advice side of it was very useful too. And they were able to make judgments of the sorts of companies that would be interested in my company. So all in all, that backing and understanding made for a successful sale. My advisor was very supportive during the sale. He helped me when I was at my lowest and when I was tired and fed up with it all. They buoyed me up, which was absolutely essential. And I felt they were there to support me 24/7. On the final day before the business was signed, I was stood outside a restaurant at 10:30 at night talking to my advisor and solicitor on a conference call just to finalise some detail that we'd been waiting for. So I really did feel that it was a round-the-clock support. Life after sale is all that I wanted. I did work for a short while for the company that bought my business, but that was my choice. I wanted to make sure that all my staff were happy and settled. And now it's the difference between not having time to do everything that I wanted to do and pleasing myself. Before I started the business, I had a personal trainer 3 times a week. And when I was in the business, it was actually difficult to give time to personal things. So I've spent a lot more time on health and fitness and the sorts of travel, grandchildren, everything else that I wanted to do, which is just marvellous. Yes, I would recommend Initium. The marketplace for selling your business is often confusing. I was getting letters from accountants trying to sell businesses and sell mine, and I'd been told so many scare stories. It wasn't until I went along to an Initium day and talked to people about their model and how businesses were sold that I realised that this was the one for me, and that support and that proven model just made the difference when it came to selling my business.